Welcome to my channel. Do you want to speak English, but feel shy, confused, or stuck? Maybe you've been learning for months, or even years, but when it's time to speak, your mind goes blank. You know the words. You understand the grammar, but still, your mouth stays closed. Why? Because you're afraid to make a mistake. Because you're waiting to feel ready. But guess what? Fluency doesn't come from waiting. It comes from doing, little by little, day by day. In this video, I will show you the simplest way to speak English, even if you're just starting today. No long lectures, no boring textbooks, no complicated grammar rules. Just one powerful method that truly works. A method that feels natural. A method that you can use in your real life, even when you're alone. I will guide you through it step by step. Each chapter is short. Each step is simple. But together, these steps will completely change the way you think, practice, and speak English. And the best part? You don't need to be perfect. You don't even need to be confident right now. You just need to start. So don't go anywhere. Stay with me. Because at the end of this video, you'll not only understand how to learn, you'll be speaking English in a way you never thought possible. Are you ready to begin? Let's go. Chapter 1 is coming, and your English journey is about to get real. Chapter 1. Speak first. Fix later. Let's begin your English journey with one powerful idea. Speak first. Fix later. It sounds simple, but for most learners, this is the hardest part. Why? Because we're trained to be correct, to avoid mistakes, to be perfect before we try. But language doesn't work like that. Speaking a new language is like learning to ride a bicycle. You don't wait until you understand the science of balance before you get on. You just ride. You fall. You get back up. And slowly, you learn. That's how babies do it. Think about a baby learning to speak. Do they know grammar? No. Do they use perfect sentences? Never. Do they wait until they feel confident? Not at all. They listen. They copy. They try. And they make hundreds of mistakes. But they don't care. And guess what? That's why they learn so fast. Now let me ask you, why should your method be different? The truth is, the longer you wait to speak, the harder it becomes. The more you worry about being correct, the more afraid you feel. But when you speak, even broken sentences, even with mistakes, you begin to grow. Mistakes are not bad. They are signs of progress. Every mistake teaches you something. Every wrong sentence gets you closer to a better one. So today, I challenge you. Speak. Right now. Not tomorrow. Not after I study more. Right now. Start with small, easy sentences. Here are 10 simple phrases you can try today. Say them out loud with me. I like tea. This is my phone. I am learning English. I feel good today. I have a brother. It is sunny outside. I want to learn more. This book is interesting. My name is Suni. I can do this. These are not fancy sentences, but they are real. They are the beginning of your voice in English. When you say them every day, your mouth gets used to speaking. Your brain gets used to thinking in English. That is powerful. Here's a small exercise. Pick 3 of these sentences. Say them in the morning, in the afternoon, and before bed. Do this every day for 1 week. Don't worry if they sound simple. Don't worry if your accent is not perfect. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progress. Let's talk about the magic of broken sentences. Imagine you say, I, like, book. It's not perfect. But the other person understands. You like books. Now imagine you wait until you can say, I really enjoy reading fiction, especially historical novels. You might wait for months to say that, maybe years. But the first version, I like book, opens the door. It's your starting point. Later, you'll add words. You'll fix grammar. You'll get better. But only if you start now. Remember, every fluent speaker you meet once spoke like this too. They didn't wake up speaking perfect English. They spoke first and fixed later. Here's a real secret. Confidence does not come before speaking. Confidence comes after speaking. So if you feel shy or scared, that's okay. Speak anyway. If you feel unsure, speak anyway. Because every time you speak, even one sentence, you are building fluency, building strength, building courage. Let's recap the key ideas of Chapter 1. Don't wait for the perfect sentence. Speak now. Mistakes are your teachers. Baby language works. Use short, simple phrases. Repeat every day. Confidence grows with action. Your action step. Choose 3 simple English sentences. Say them 3 times today, out loud. Then write them in a notebook. Then say them again. This is how fluency starts. Not with big grammar books, but with your voice. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. Let's move on to Chapter 2, where I'll show you how to make English a part of your daily life, even if you're busy or alone. Your journey has just begun, and it's going to be amazing. Chapter 2, Daily English Thinking Habit. You can only speak what you can think. That's why the next step to fluent English is not more vocabulary. It's not more grammar. It's this. Start thinking in English every day. Right now, many learners make the same mistake. They think in their native language first, then try to translate into English. And that causes problems. Translating in your head takes time. It creates pressure. It breaks the flow. And worst of all, it's not how real conversation works. Think about it. When you speak your native language, do you stop and translate every sentence in your mind? Of course not. You just speak. So what if you could do the same thing in English? That's the goal of this chapter. To show you how to build a daily habit of thinking in English. So you stop translating. So English becomes natural. So English becomes automatic. Let's begin with a simple truth. Your life is the best English classroom. You don't need to move to the UK or USA. You don't need to live with native speakers. You just need to live in English, right where you are. How? Start with your daily routine. When you wake up in the morning, instead of thinking, Mujhe uthna hai, in Urdu or Hindi, think, I have to get up now. When you go to the bathroom, I am brushing my teeth. This is my face. I need to wash my hands. It sounds silly, but it works. You're training your brain to see life through English. Try this technique. Mirror talk. Stand in front of a mirror. Look at yourself. Now say 1 or 2 sentences in English. Good morning. How are you today? I look tired. I have a meeting today. I want to learn English. You don't need anyone else. You are speaking to yourself in English. It's safe, it's simple, and it builds confidence. Do this every day, even for 2 minutes, and your brain will start using English without fear. Here's another habit. Label things around you. Your room is full of English practice. Just look around. Point to your chair. This is a chair. Pick up your cup. I'm drinking tea. Open your book. This book is interesting. Every object can be a word. Every action can be a sentence. And every day can be your practice time. You are not waiting for a classroom. You are living in one. Use your inner voice. We all talk to ourselves silently during the day. We think, what should I eat? Where did I put my keys? Oh, I forgot to reply. Now try to do some of that in English. Start small. When you're walking, I am walking to the shop. When you see something interesting, that tree is beautiful. When you're tired, I need to rest. This is your private English practice. No one hears it. But your brain is listening and learning. But what if you don't live in an English-speaking country? No problem. You can still create an English environment around you. Here's how. Change your phone language to English. Watch YouTube or Netflix with English subtitles. Read small English messages on signs, packages, labels. Follow English-speaking creators on Instagram or TikTok. Listen to English songs or podcasts during your walk. These little things surround you with English. They remind your brain, hey, this language matters. And the more you see it, the more you hear it, the more your brain will start using it. Repetition makes it real. Here's the rule. The more often you think in English, the faster you'll speak it. Even if your sentences are short, even if your words are simple. Fluency is not about speaking perfect English once a week. It's about speaking real English every day. And that starts with your thoughts. Let's recap the key moments of Chapter 2. Stop translating. Start thinking in English. Use your daily life as your English classroom. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Describe what you see, what you do, and how you feel in English. Label objects, actions, and emotions. Use your inner voice. Surround yourself with English, using media and tech. Your action step. For the next 3 days, try this. Say 3 things in English when you wake up. Describe 3 actions during your day in English. End your day by talking to yourself in the mirror. Just 2 or 3 simple sentences. That's it. You don't need a big grammar book. You don't need a teacher. You just need your voice, your mind, and your daily life. This habit, thinking in English, is what builds fluency from the inside out. Now let's move to Chapter 3, where we'll copy real English speakers and practice speaking the fun way, through shadowing. Chapter 3. Copy first, then create. Do you want to speak English fluently? Then here's a truth most learners never hear. You must copy first. Yes, copy, not create, not invent, not write big essays or long speeches. Just copy what fluent speakers say. Word by word, sound by sound, emotion by emotion. In this chapter, we'll show you the power of shadowing, a method used by language learners, public speakers, and even professional actors to speak better, faster, and more naturally. Let's start with a story. Imagine an actor learning lines for a movie. They don't create their own script. They read the lines. They repeat them. They listen to how the director wants it. They copy the tone, the emotion, the pause, until it feels natural. And then, something magical happens. They become the character. They speak the lines as if they were their own. That's exactly what happens when you use shadowing in English. You copy, you repeat, and slowly, the language becomes yours. What is shadowing? Shadowing is a technique where you listen to a native English speaker and repeat what they say immediately, out loud. Think of it like this: listen, speak, listen, speak. You can do this with YouTube videos, podcasts, movie clips, short dialogues, audiobooks. Start with just 5 seconds. Pause. Repeat. Then move to 10 seconds. Repeat again. Soon, you'll feel the rhythm of real English. You'll feel how native speakers connect words, stress syllables, and express emotion. But wait, isn't copying bad? Isn't it cheating? Not at all. Copying is how all humans learn. Think about how babies learn language. They don't study grammar. They listen. They copy. They repeat. You did the same when you learned your first language. You copied your parents, your teachers, your friends. So don't be afraid to copy English speakers. Copying is not cheating. It's smart learning. You don't need to create perfect sentences on day one. You don't need to sound original. Just copy what works, and your brain will learn patterns naturally. And soon, without even trying, you'll start to create your own sentences. Why does shadowing work so well? Because it trains your listening skills. You hear real English sounds, speaking muscles. You move your mouth like a native speaker. Pronunciation. You practice the right stress, tone, and rhythm. Memory. You remember words better when you say them out loud. Confidence. You get used to hearing yourself speak English. Shadowing turns passive learning into active practice. It brings English from your ears to your mouth to your brain. How to start shadowing, step by step. Choose a video or audio with English that's not too fast. Try English learning YouTube channels, cartoons, or beginner podcasts. Listen once without speaking. Just focus on understanding. Play 5-10 seconds of audio. Pause. Repeat out loud exactly what you heard. Try to match the tone, speed, and emotion. Continue the next few seconds. Repeat again. Practice daily for 5 to 10 minutes. That's all you need to build fluency step by step. Beginner-friendly tools for shadowing. YouTube. Search Easy English Conversations or English Dialogues for Beginners. elo.org. Free audio conversations with transcripts. BBC. Learning English. Short clips and news in slow English. TED Talks. For intermediate learners who want real expressive speech. Voice Recorder app. Record yourself and compare your voice to the original. Want to boost your confidence? Try this. Pick one short sentence from your favorite video. For example, I'm going to the store. Now repeat it 10 times, like an actor practicing a scene. Say it with different emotions. Happy, tired, angry, excited. This makes your English alive, not robotic. You're not just saying words, you're communicating feelings. And that's what makes speaking powerful. Let's recap. Chapter 3. Speak fluently by copying first, not creating. Use shadowing. Listen and repeat native English. Copy tone, speed, emotion, not just words. Use beginner-friendly tools like YouTube and podcasts. Shadow for 5-10 minutes a day. Copying is not cheating, it's learning. Creation comes after repetition. Your action step. Find a 1-minute English video today. Shadow just 10 seconds of it. Repeat each sentence out loud, 3 times. Record yourself if you can. Do this daily for 1 week. That's it. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to copy with purpose, and your fluency will grow. Now get ready for Chapter 4, where we'll go beyond copying and talk about how to use real conversations to level up your English fast. Chapter 4. Simple conversations with yourself. Who says you need a partner to speak English? What if I told you that one of the best ways to become fluent is to talk to yourself? Yes, I know. It sounds strange. But in reality, self-conversation is one of the most powerful, simple, and effective tools for speaking better English. Why? Because you don't have to wait for someone else. You don't need to schedule a call. You don't need to feel nervous about making mistakes. You are your best practice partner. Let's start with the mirror. Stand in front of your mirror every morning. Look at yourself. Smile and say something, anything, in English. Start with simple greetings. Good morning. How are you today? I slept well. Today is going to be a good day. Now go a little deeper. What do I need to do today? Do I feel happy? Do I feel tired? What will I eat for breakfast? Speak out loud. Listen to your voice. Hear your English. Feel the rhythm. This is not just practice. It's performance. You are training your brain, your mouth, and your confidence, all at the same time. Why does speaking to yourself work? Because it removes fear. There's no pressure. No one is judging you. You're free to speak slowly, to pause, to try again. Most people freeze in conversation because they're afraid to make mistakes. But when you speak to yourself, you create a safe space. And in that space, your real fluency begins. Ask and answer questions. This is a great technique you can use anytime, anywhere. You simply ask yourself a question, then answer it. Here are some examples. Morning questions. What time is it? What will I do today? What do I need to finish? How do I feel right now? Evening questions. What did I do today? What was the best moment? Did I speak English today? What can I do better tomorrow? Fun. Questions. What's my favorite movie and why? If I could go anywhere in the world, where would I go? What do I want to learn next? These small questions turn into full sentences, and full sentences build real speaking habits. You're not just thinking in English now, you're talking in English. Here's a simple self-talk routine you can follow. Morning routine, 5 minutes. Stand in front of a mirror. Greet yourself. Good morning. How are you? Say 3 things you plan to do. Today, I will clean my room. I will study English. I will drink more water. Describe your feelings. I feel tired, but ready. I'm excited about today. Ask yourself one question and answer it. What do I want to eat today? I think I'll eat eggs and toast. Night routine. 5 minutes. Go to a quiet space. Say 3 things you did today. I read a book. I went for a walk. I practiced English. Describe how you feel. I feel peaceful. I feel tired but happy. Ask yourself one question and answer it. What was the best part of my day? Watching a funny video made me laugh. That's it. 10 minutes a day. No partner needed. Just you and your voice. Bonus tips for self-talk. Practice. Use your phone recorder. Record your voice. Play it back. You'll notice your progress. Use a notebook. Write down the questions and your answers. Then say them out loud. Use apps like ChatGPT or voice AI tools. Have a simple back and forth conversation. Talk during tasks. While cooking, say, I'm cutting vegetables. While walking, say, I'm going to the store. Turn every small moment into English practice. That's how fluency is built, not in a classroom, but in everyday life. Top moments. Recap. Mirror talk builds confidence. Asking and answering your own questions creates real conversation habits. Morning and night routines keep your English practice consistent. Speaking alone helps you speak without fear. Your action step. For the next 3 days, follow this routine. Every morning, talk to yourself in the mirror for 3 minutes. Every night, answer 2 simple questions out loud. Pick 1 new question each day and answer it in full sentences. Remember, you don't need someone else to practice. You already have the most important tool, your own voice. Talk to yourself. Talk often. And soon, speaking English won't feel like practice. It will feel like who you are. Now get ready for Chapter 5, where we'll talk about how to take this confidence and start talking to real people in simple, powerful ways. Chapter 5. Turn English into a game. Let's be honest, learning English can sometimes feel boring. Memorizing grammar rules, repeating the same words, feeling nervous every time you speak. But what if it didn't have to be that way? What if learning English could feel like playing a game? In this chapter, we'll show you how to make speaking English fun, exciting, and full of energy. You'll discover how to use role play, speaking apps, storytelling games, and creative challenges to enjoy the learning process. Because when learning is fun, you stop avoiding it. You start looking forward to it. Why games work for language learning. Think about this. Why do people play games for hours and never get tired? Because games are fun. They give rewards. They give you a sense of progress. And most importantly, they remove the fear of failure. When you treat English like a game, every mistake becomes part of the fun. Every new word is a new level. Every sentence is a win. Let's explore how to do it. Role play your way to confidence. You don't need a drama stage. You just need imagination. Role playing is when you pretend to be in a situation, like ordering food, going to the airport, or talking to a friend. Here are some fun ideas. Pretend you're at a restaurant. Hello, I'd like a pizza, please. Act like a tourist asking for directions. Excuse me, where is the nearest bank? Imagine you're giving a job interview. My name is Ali, and I'm very hardworking. Do it alone, or with a friend, or even record yourself. The goal is to make speaking feel real, but also light and playful. You can even create characters. Pretend to be a superhero, a chef, or a detective. Make it funny. Make it dramatic. The sillier, the better. Use speaking apps like a game. There are many apps that turn learning into fun. Duolingo, fun lessons with streaks and rewards. Elsa, speak, helps with pronunciation using games. TalkPal or AI chat apps. Chat with an English robot like it's a friend. Voice recorder apps. Record your speaking and give yourself points for fluency, pronunciation, or confidence. Use these apps for just 10 minutes a day. Set small goals. I will speak for 5 minutes without stopping. Or, I will use 3 new words today. Treat every goal like a mission and celebrate your wins. The voice recording game. This one is simple, but powerful. Every day, record yourself speaking English for 1 to 2 minutes. Talk about your day. What you plan to do. A story you remember. A dream you had. Then, play it back. Score yourself. Were you clear? Did you speak without long pauses? Do it again tomorrow, and try to beat your own score. You'll be amazed how fast you improve, and how fun it becomes to compete with yourself. The 30-Day Speaking Challenge. Here's a real game for you. Try this challenge. Goal: Speak in English for at least 2 minutes every day for 30 days. Each day has a fun topic. Day 1. Introduce yourself. Day 2. Describe your favorite food. Day 3. Talk about your family. Day 4. Describe a place you want to visit. Day 5. Pretend you're on a phone call and so on. You can do this alone with a friend, with your mirror, or by sending voice notes to yourself. Keep a journal. Write down how you feel after each day. By day 30, you will not be the same speaker you were on day 1. Talk to AI and don't be shy. This might surprise you, but talking to an AI, like me, is one of the best ways to practice. Why? No judgment, no embarrassment. You can practice 24/7. You get replies immediately. You can ask questions anytime. Start small. Say, "Hi, I'm practicing English. Can I ask you some questions?" Then ask simple things. How do you say this? Is my sentence correct? Can we role play a conversation? Soon, you'll feel more comfortable, and you'll start speaking more naturally, even with real people. Make it fun. Make it yours. Here's the truth. Fluency grows faster when you enjoy the process. If English feels like a chore, you'll avoid it. But if it feels like a game, you'll come back to it every day. So play, experiment, laugh at your mistakes, celebrate your wins, turn your English learning into a daily adventure. Top moments. Recap. Role play makes real-life speaking easier. Apps and games build fluency without pressure. Voice recordings help you track progress and improve. The 30-day speaking challenge pushes you to be consistent. Talking to AI gives you safe, fun, unlimited practice. Your action step. Choose one of the following and start today. Begin the 30-day speaking challenge. Record a 1-minute voice note describing your day. Do a funny role play. Order food, ask for directions, etc. Talk to an AI for 5 minutes. Set a daily English mission, and reward yourself when you finish. Learning doesn't have to feel like school. It can feel like a game. And in this game, every sentence you speak is a step closer to fluency. In the next chapter, we'll take all this energy and help you start real conversations with real people, even if you're scared. Get ready. You're doing great. Chapter 6. Real practice, real progress. You've learned how to speak to yourself. You've practiced every day. You've made English a habit. Now, you're ready for the most powerful step of all. Real conversation with real people. This is the final chapter, and it's the most exciting one. Because now, you will take your practice into the real world. Not perfect English, not textbook English, but real, human, everyday English. With friends, with strangers, or with people online. Why real practice matters. Here's the truth. You can only go so far speaking alone. Self-talk is a great start, but real fluency begins when you use your English with others, when you listen, respond, make mistakes, laugh, and learn. This is the moment where everything changes. This is when practice becomes progress. How to start real conversations, step by step. Let's break it down. You don't need to jump into deep talks. You just need to take the first small step. Start with safe conversations. These are short, friendly conversations with people who won't judge you. For example, a classmate who is also learning English, a friend who speaks a little English, an English teacher online, an AI chatbot or language partner app. In these conversations, it's okay to be slow. It's okay to pause. It's okay to say, I don't understand. The goal is not to impress. The goal is to connect. Use simple icebreakers. Don't overthink it. You don't need big vocabulary. You just need a few good sentences to start a conversation. Here are some beginner-friendly icebreakers. Hi, can I practice English with you? I'm learning English. What's your name? Where are you from? Do you like music? What's your favorite food? How was your day? Simple, friendly, easy to answer. And remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being brave. How to stay calm when speaking. We all get nervous. That's normal. But here are a few tricks to stay relaxed during real conversations. Breathe before you speak. Just one deep breath can calm your mind. Smile. It makes you feel better. And the other person too. Speak slowly. Fast speaking is not better. Clear is better. Pause when needed. You don't have to rush. Think, then talk. You're not on a stage. You're just having a friendly chat. What to say when you don't know a word. Here's a secret. Fluent people don't know every word. Even native speakers forget words sometimes. So don't panic. Just learn a few smart phrases. Instead of freezing, say, I don't know the word, but I'll try to explain. Can you say that slowly, please? What does that word mean? Let me think. How can I say this? It's like, then describe it. This shows you're smart, confident, and willing to learn, and most people will be happy to help you. Where to find speaking partners. You don't need to live in an English-speaking country. Today, the whole world is connected. Here are some ways to find speaking practice. Language exchange apps like HelloTalk, Tandem, or Speaky online English groups on Facebook, Reddit, or WhatsApp. Zoom conversation clubs for learners. Local English meetups, if available in your area. English forums and voice chats on Discord or Clubhouse. Chat with AI, like this one, to warm up before speaking with people. Even 10 minutes a day of real conversation will change your English and your confidence. How to keep the conversation going. Sometimes the hardest part is not starting, it's continuing. Here are some tricks. Always ask questions back. What about you? Do you like that too? Give short opinions. I think it's nice. That sounds interesting. Share a small detail. I ate rice today. My weekend was quiet. Use reactions. Wow. Really? That's cool. You don't need long answers, just little responses that show interest and keep things moving. Top moments. Recap. You're ready for real conversations. Not perfect, but real. Start with friendly, safe partners. Use simple icebreakers to begin. Stay calm by breathing, smiling, and speaking slowly. Learn smart ways to say, "I don't understand." Use online tools to find practice partners. Keep the conversation going with small responses and questions. Your action step. Today, try one real conversation. Choose one. Message a friend in English. Join a speaking app and say hi. Ask someone, "Can I practice English with you?" Talk to AI for 10 minutes. Join a group and say one sentence. Then write down how it felt. What was easy? What was hard? Do it again tomorrow. And again the next day. This is real practice. And this is where real progress begins. You've come a long way. You're not just learning English anymore. You're living it. So don't stop now. Keep speaking. Keep growing. You are becoming the confident English speaker you always dreamed of. And this is just the beginning. Now it's your turn. If this video helped you, even just a little, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But more than that, I want you to do something brave today. Write one sentence in English in the comments. That's it. Just one. It can be simple. It can have mistakes. But it must come from you. Say, "I am learning English." Say, "Today was a good day." Say anything. Because your voice matters. When you write that sentence, you're not just watching a video. You're practicing, you're growing, you're taking your first real step. And guess what? I'll be reading your comments. I'll be here to cheer you on. Because your English journey has just begun. And you are not alone. We are learning together. We are speaking together. And one day, you'll look back at this moment and say, "That was the day I truly started." So come on, write your sentence below. I believe in you. Let's speak English together.